Yeah, okay. So you need it at 3? Okay, no, we'll have the car ready at 3. Absolutely. Just make sure you have your ID with you, and then you know, whatever the form of payment ready, and then we'll set you up at 3 o'clock. The car will be ready. Absolutely. Okay. All right, dope. All right, see you then. Right. What's up, guys? This is your boy BB, Cardevoo in the house. We are here at SSR Auto Body. SSR, they're the homies. If you ever need work done in Orange County for your car, whether it's like tuning up your cars or getting body work done, SSR is literally the place to be in Orange. Super dope stuff. Here at SSR, we're coming here today. We're bringing you live, my boys and girls, because we got about like 5 cars sitting in their lot right now. All these cars need work. And so we're gonna pretty much just go over them one by one, see what the issues were with the car, and what needs to be fixed, and give you kind of like a little insight on what happens in your car rental business. So the first one we're gonna take a look at right here is the brand new Porsche Taycan. Look at this thing. This is the Cross Turismo. When we first got our hands on it, there's literally 1 of 8 in the country being sold. What's the Cross Turismo? Great flipping question. It's a wagon. It's a wagon. It's a Taycan wagon. Get your hands on the schwagon, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so the Porsche Taycan. So what happened with this one, the reason why it's in the shop is because it actually got into a bit of a bump. One of the local TikTokers here in Orange County, he was renting it out from us. And I'm not, you know, they always tell you their own story. Lord knows, he either hit a jump or he was going too fast and didn't see a dip coming up. So he ended up bottoming out, which means he scraped the entire bottom of the car. So when you look at the car, you go all around, you're not gonna really see the damage, but on the inside it did detect, you know, something happened. And so there was a partial airbag, which means the airbags didn't really open up. But the car knows that something happened. I'm sweating.
You good there?
I'm sweating already. So yeah, once again, you can't really see a lot of damage. Right here, you see that this is lifted up a little bit because of the impact coming from the ground. They haven't really gotten they haven't really done a full inspection on what the damage looks like. But what we know so far is that we're looking at least $20,000 worth of damages and repairs going into this car.
Sorry, how much again?
20 racks minimum. That's just like a guesstimate by just looking at it. They haven't really gone through to inspect all the details of what might be wrong with it, but
that's quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit for sure.
That's a lot of pocket change there.
That's that TikTok money though, you know what I'm saying?
Money.
Chop, go over there. Dude, check out this dude's Ferrari.
What? Where? Oh, I see. This is the new one. This is the new model that came out with, huh?
One more little
Goodbye, Ferrari.
A few moments later.
Your Uber has arrived.
Thank you, good sir.
The only problem is it has no wheels.
Who do you work with?
Who do I work with? Oh, this is Cardevoo, baby. It's your boy BB. We're back, part 2 at SSR. From a distance, we were looking at the M3, and we couldn't really see any of the damage. All you could see was dirty as hell. I mean, you know, luckily the gas cap works just fine.
Hey, I mean, something works.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check this out. Get really close to
it. You think it still has gas?
Get in there. So here at Cardevoo, when you mistreat our cars, for the duration that it's in the shop, you're in the trunk. We don't give expired tags.
When I told you this is a mess, bro, it's a mess. So yeah, basically it's gonna go from,
So something like this brake line, because of such a small bit of damage, something like this, you know, you suddenly find yourself waiting anywhere between 6 to 8 months in order for this single part to come from Germany. And just looking at how complicated it is as a part, the way it's bent at certain angles, obviously it's a very specific piece. So you need to get it from a very specific place, and the way they ship it and deliver it is in a very specific package, right? So you can imagine, sure, this is going to take 6 to 8 months because parts like this are on back order, but then also anything could go wrong in the shipping process. Come to find out, the part ends up being bent in a certain way that you don't need it to be, doesn't fit the car anymore. You might end up in a situation where you're waiting for a whole brand new brake line. Oh, it's always sad to see a 1 of 1,000 sitting here looking like this.
Oh wow.
Wrong.
Okay.
I don't know, man, but I think what's crazy right now is I've literally been holding this cup of coffee ever since I got here. I haven't taken a single sip. Like, look how clean this is. Look how clean this is. I literally have not taken one single sip. All
Why?
because it's like, it's too hot, it's gonna burn my tongue. Tell me what happened.
Hey,
Tell me what happened
no,
to the tell me what happened to the Corvette. So this is a prime example of things customers should not be doing with our rental cars. Here we have a very beautiful 1 of 1,000 C8R. It's been sitting here for maybe like the last 6 months now. The reason why is because a customer picked it up through Turo, and they decided towards the end of their trip they wanted to take the car on a canyon run at night. I mean, look at it. This is what happens. It seems as though they were pushing the limits of the car, and we're gonna call the customer bootleg Michael Schumacher. Okay, clearly had no idea what he was doing, and he managed to lose control of the car and basically pop the car in a ditch on the side of the canyon. Lucky for him, he'd end up off the side of the canyon.
Hey, at least it didn't end up like this guy, huh? That's kind of messed up.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the same thing. I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, my Hellcat's doing all right, bro.
Yeah, Jesus.
A customer might do something like this to your car, okay? And you're bummed out and you're pissed off, okay? You do this to your own car, I wouldn't flipping forgive myself. I could never forgive myself. There's no way. Look at this. It's horrendous.
Look at that wheel.
I couldn't do it. Look at it. I mean, listen, dude, the tread on the tire is still really good. Okay, so this is one of the other cars that we currently have sitting at SSR. This one's a little bit interesting. It's one of those things where you might have to watch out if you do own an AMG GTS of your own. Believe it or not, a customer was driving it, everything was perfectly fine, he was on the freeway, then all of a sudden the power steering just cut off. And thankfully he was on the freeway too, so thankfully he was able to exit on the nearest exit and get himself off the freeway. But he was telling me he was struggling with that steering wheel just to get the car to turn. And so we're not necessarily looking at any physical damage. It's a beautiful car, and thankfully it's in pretty good condition. But based on what we know so far, once again, before the techs actually take a look at it, it might need a new belt, and then just figure out what's wrong with the power steering to get it back up and skirting.
Skirt.
Why do they do this to you? All right, the last car we're going to look at that's here at SSR, that's part of our fleet, is one of our Hellcat Red Eye wide bodies. Yeah, so I mean, hey, let's talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of those situations where it got a little bit interesting. The customer rented it out for 1 day. All right, cool. They extended it another day. All right, sweet. They extended it a 3rd day. Fantastic. We love those kind of customers, right? Keep.
It's falling. You look.
Oh, is it?
Oh, dude.
Oh!
No.
I feel like a professional tennis player on that one. That's crazy.
Bro, you killed it. Okay,
Fudge. Imagine it's a hot flipping day, and next thing you know, you have to square up with a goddamn flying beetle. Anyways, so basically, yeah, we love when customers extend rentals and whatnot, but it could also come off as kind of sketchy because it's like last minute they're like, oh yeah, we need it another day. You got to ask the question why. What happened was this customer, after 3 days of having the vehicle, they decided, oh, we also want to rent it out for another week. Now there was an issue with that because I already had another customer lined up the day after they were supposed to return it. So it was supposed to just be back-to-back rentals. Come to find out, they wanted to extend it another week because they were trying to repair the damages that they'd done to the car, brush it all under the rug, and return the car back to me as if nothing happened. So this is the damages that we're looking at. The way they mentioned it, obviously the story they told was basically, oh, I don't know what happened, I accidentally hit a curb, right? But then when you come to find out, you take a closer look at it, you can clearly tell the tires are completely bald and shredded, right? And you can see right here that the tire is just, like there's just, like look at this. This is completely ripping off on its own. The tire is completely bald. You have remnants of rubber all over the car. It even comes along the back. And then here you have this rim, which is completely curbed, right? The simple explanation that we can conclude is that they were doing donuts constantly, and then eventually they slammed the car into a curb, which is why we ended up here. Now the damages on this are not as bad as some of the cars we've seen back there, but you will notice the wheel is not sitting straight as it should. It's sitting at a slight angle. It's tilted a little bit, sitting at a bit of a camber, which means clearly we got damages to the control arm and the rest of the suspension, which is pretty much what we're waiting for in terms of parts to get this up and running on all four legs again.
Yeah, little fancy dance.
Yeah, this is not happening. This is not real. This is. Yo, and everybody who brings their cars here is just violating BMWs left and right, bro. Another one of the cars we're gonna go ahead and take a look at here at SSR is gonna be this Bronco. This is one of the brand new Broncos that we have as a part of our fleet. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this car except for the fact that it's just chill like that. You know what I'm saying?
Down, chill like that. Chill like that. Chill like that.
Put it in perspective, bitch, I got everything I wanted and some extra. I am not the type of turning into a detective. Got two on my own phone, barely even checked them. Uber Eats the food